know what? We have our number one brand here at HSN for 2 dynamic hours. You know, this is his last primetime show to visit. I've got a secret. Shh, come here, come here. You know what they did for me? Robbie, if you are watching, I love you so much. All right. As a favor to me, to say I am obsessed with this item, I use it every single day. I use it for oatmeal, I use it for eggs, I use it for salmon, I use it for fish. By the way, we've got the Curtis Stone Cod coming up that I'm ordering. This is beyond set it and forget it. I don't care if you burn water, you have to get this item. They put it on sale. They were gonna save it until Super Sunday. They are giving it to me. And you. Allison, how many of my red do I have? Okay, I'm a little afraid. Okay, it's coming up. The secret, okay, cherry, is the blue gonna sell out first? And then we have this special, okay, the lavender is like a special edition. That's coming up. That's officially airing next hour. The cod, the new steak. Gosh, we got a lot, the salmon, the number one food item here at HSN. Speaking of number one, we have it. Final show, last look. It is our best value of the day. Well, to say that I'm ecstatic that I even have this for my show is an understatement, because listen, he is our number one brand. In our category, this was our number one today's special. And do you know what? Bigger is better. Even though this has that sleek, that Japanese sloped profile that you know and love. Do you know we have sold over 3 million Curtis Stone pans here at HSN? And I have to tell you something. I got mine earlier. If you haven't shopped for this yet, you should. It has his famous one-of-a-kind nonstick. So you know him from, you know, Top Chef Masters, Biggest Loser. I mean, he's gonna help you lose weight. But now we're grilling 12 months out of the year, even in January in Minnesota. If you were only getting this pan, I'm telling you, at $42, or basically, that's what you would find it for here at HSN. New, I love, love, love these buffet handles, which make it easy for you to get in and out of your cupboard, stove top, tabletop, in the oven, everything. If you were only getting the grill pan, I'd say do it. But guess what? He's also including the griddle. And from frittatas to pancakes to hamburgers to scrambled eggs, I mean, you name it, to your salmon fillets, to baking a roast, to doing your pork chops. This is gonna pay for itself over and over and over again. Of course, we have our extended holiday return policy. $42 on your credit card gets it at home. This is easily bow and go. And the other thing about this is, if you apply and buy, $40 off. It's a 5-pay flex pay weekend. It's a little over 10 bucks to get it at home. My man, our number one brand. I love him like a brother from another mother, and we are loaded. Chef Curtis Stone, you came to the party to play tonight, my friend.
Oh, yes. How are you? It's been a while, Shannon, and I've missed you. I was just telling the story about when I went to a Publix one time and I got a bottle of vodka and said I was going to see you later, and they were like, oh, she likes that brand. Nice to see you.
It's true. We go way back. But Curtis, I have to say, for someone who's discovering you for the first time, you couldn't have made it easier to give us goof-proof cooking for the holidays and beyond. This is the pan set, and I have to keep saying set, because you know we had a lot of questions in our sales and service area. A lot of people were thinking that it was one pan for $54, because listen, we know in the real world, I mean, you are, you know, not only Michelin-starred chef, our number one brand. No one has this. So you're doing high heat, low heat, any heat, in the oven. If I were getting one pan, I'd say do it. You have made your number one pan set the best that we have done. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
It is my absolute pleasure. You know me, I only like things that work. I like things that look good, but I like things that work a whole lot better. I try to do both, but first comes, can it work? Okay, people ask me all the time, can I get caramelization on my steak in a non-stick pan? Well, you can see that beautiful char, and by the way, we're getting that color on both sides. While we wait for that side to just get a little darker, I'm gonna show you how you cheat to make sure you know your steak's always cooked. Oh, you see me shaking that. Shannon, this doesn't require a battery. It's a kinetic thermometer. It gives you a perfect digital readout. Look at that. We're at 106 degrees. What does that mean? You turn it on over. It starts at 120, which is rare. You know what that means? My steak's not done. Thank goodness, because if I hadn't have used that, I probably would have thought those steaks were okay. So it needs just a minute longer. Shannon, we have got a crazy sale going on at hsn.com. We've got brand new Icelandic cod, never been seen before. My Faroe Island salmon is back. We've got bavette steaks. We're going to try and cook with those in a little bit. They are so delicious. I'm starting with ribeyes. Next is the bavettes. Okay, so I'm going to take my melamine platter and watch this. Normally you're reaching for your tongs, aren't you? Here's the other thing we did, Shannon. We lifted this up. Now, this is my slide-out pan. Your food slides right on out. And then, of course, with the pan that you're normally scrubbing and soaking, well, because of the DuraPan, my friends, that's it. It's a real quick wipe, very, very simple and easy, and then you're off cooking again. Oh, here are my bavette steaks. See how lean they are? You know, so, so delicious and wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and throw these gorgeous lean bavette steaks. They're cut from the flank. They are incredible value and unbelievably delicious.
Hey,
So,
Allison,
Shannon,
Allison
before
is
I
my
run to my
producer.
oven, I'm going to give you the chance. Oh, sorry.
Chef, I'm so sorry. My producer is going to put the item number for the steaks in the corner of your screen, and I'll tell you why. Bobby, in one show, the November ship date already sold out. So we have the December ship date. Sorry about that, Chef. I wanted to give everybody a jump start. So if you want the final quantity, Chef has 2 shows tomorrow. In my personal opinion, I do not believe those steaks are going to make it to tomorrow. So if you can pre-order, there's the item number 079215. And then, Chef, I'm just going to do this real quickly because you're selling out of colors. Yeah. And then, so my apologies. I'm just, because this is the last airing, so we got a lot to get to. Our beautiful traditional red. We have the black. The blue is like a lapis blue. The stone gray, the white. This is your turquoise, that's your slate blue, if you guys can see the color choice. And then we still call this cherry red, don't we, Allison? So cherry red, by the way, that matches my, I've got a secret. That matches my cherry cooker, the cherry multi-cooker that's coming up next hour. So shop till you drop, grab yours now. It is the final presentation, still extended holiday return policy until the end of January, 450 degrees in your oven. But the thing is, Chef, and you were just getting ready, I think you were getting ready to show the eggs. I'm gonna actually even sneak a little bite on the set here because I don't care if it's eggs or roasting your tenderloin that's coming up or pan searing your salmon.
Look at these bavette steaks.
Or those steaks.
I mean,
wow.
These are the bavettes. And by the way, with these bavettes that you are going to get to see, like you said, they sold out before the November shipment in one airing. You also get to take home your choice of the roasted garlic butter or the chimichurri butter. So it's such a lean steak, you can have that little bit of butter on top and not feel guilty at all. So from that, come on over here. Check out my Icelandic Cod, Shannon. Whoa, I've hit it with a little bit of dry rub, and you can see that blackened style. Cod's great for fish and chips. It's great for sauteing. It's great for steaming. It is just an all-round incredible fish. Now, that, by the way, is done. So you know what I do? I lean on my old friend, the Trivet. Now, this, you guys, go straight over your kitchen sink. You dry your dishes on it. You wash your veggies on it. But best of all, you can get it up to 500 degrees. Okay, so it's made out of food-grade silicone. It rolls out like that. You pick these pans up, Shannon, and because they're so beautiful, you drop them on the dinner table. There's your steaks. There's your beautiful Icelandic cod. Very, very simple and easy. And, of course, I told you the slide out was an absolute cinch. Let me prove it to you. Look at this. This is just egg, right? I put in some peppers and I put in some onions. I'm just going to give that one more second. Now, of course, you can roll this in the pan or you can take it straight on through and you can roll it on the plate. So let me show you how it works. You just make sure that it's done all the way around, which this one is. You pick it up. The reason we put those buffet handles is it makes your life a whole lot easier. Look, Shannon, when I get to the end, I just sort of flip it over like that, and then I take a spatula of some description and I roll, right? You roll that omelette, and look at what happens. You get that perfectly finished omelette every single time. You can go on and cut it and have a look inside with all that delicious cheese and wonderfulness. So, you know, you're making the perfect omelette in this pan every time. It's a grill. It's a griddle. You'll be doing your stir fries, but come with me. We're going to the oven and have a look at this. Now, if you want, you guys, I've got my heat-proof gloves, right? This is a great one for the holidays because imagine all the roasting that we're all going to be doing. The thing I love about this over an oven mitt is it really gives you the use of all your fingers. So you see how I can move all of my fingers around? It really is a winner. Okay, macaroni and cheese. Oh, yes. Now, it's a beautiful little pan, so you'll leave it in that pan, but I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show you the whole Thanksgiving feast that we're all about to embark on. Here's my turkey breast, and I've done that on the rack. Now, first of all, let me just show you something here. Come with me. You ready? This is the beauty of the slide-out pan. You just slide it out, and now have a look at that cheese sauce just running away from my pan. Nothing sticks to the DuraPan. I'm going to show you with a cloth. I can go right on through, wipe that out, and my pan's spotless in literally a couple of seconds, right? So I'll put that down here. Come back to my turkey because I want to show you something else. I'm going to pick up my, my beautiful turkey breast. Again, with these heat-proof gloves, see how I'm just lifting that up? That's straight out of the oven. I mean, it really is an incredible piece of cookware. Sebastian's not helping me. Come on, Sebastian. Wake up, my darling. He loves it when I call him darling, Shannon. Look, I've got my turkey breast over here. It's the big turkey breast. I'm going to pick it up and drop it onto my melamine platter. Here's the rack that I was talking to you about, okay? This is the rack that I use to roast all of my veggies on. It is available. In fact, it comes in a 2-pack. Now, the cool thing is we've built these little legs on it, and I'll show it to you. Dave, have a look over here so everyone can see how we're using it as a cooling rack, right? But you get 2 of these, so you can pick these up today with your Incredible Today special. Now, I showed you just a moment ago how we had all of that incredible juice in the bottom, right? But as you know, when you're doing a roast, you also, with juice, get some oil. So I'm going to pour all of that into a thing called the gravy separator, right? We've got a little strainer lid in the top that you can remove if you like, but let me pick it up. Now, you see what's happening? All the fat runs to the top. What we want is all of that beautiful juice underneath. So you go ahead and press the button, that little trigger, how cool is this? And all the juice comes down, the fat stays in the top, and we're on our way to making a delicious sauce.
All right, here's the thing though, Chef. Time is of the essence. We've only got about 10 minutes left in this presentation. It is your final show. If you're discovering HSN for the very first time, people always, you know, ask me, you know, what should I start with? Or, you know, what's the best way to start, you know, put your toe in the water? If you're not doing Andrew Lessman vitamins, which you should be, you also need to do Curtis Stone pans. I'm just telling you, there's a reason that we've sold over 3 million. There's a reason he's our #1 brand. I will say this, in the world of cookware, because no one has this kind of coating. You saw Chef using metal tongs, metal spatula. I mean, no worries, completely goof-proof. Remember, in this great design, you can actually, there's more cooking surface space, so you can put more stuff in here. We are grilling 12 months out of the year, thanks to Chef Curtis Stone, with no oil, no fat, no grease, oven safe to 450 degrees, dishwasher safe, metal utensil safe, PFOA and PTFE free, no plastic synthetics. The buffet handles, so you can still store this in your regular cabinet, but it's really is kind of a twofer, because normally we'd say, you know, say the point around $42 here at HSN, and frankly, that's kind of conservative, because you have to understand, this is a one-day only value. With that Japanese slope design, extended holiday return policy, you can even see for yourself this beautiful frittata that I've been enjoying. Now, these are not stunt pans, guys. These, you know, we take them for a test drive in the kitchen. Notice the release properties. I haven't turned this out, but if I did, even heat conductivity, even heat release, even on these beautiful pork chops. So you're doing skillet meals, skillet dinners, you're doing omelets, you're doing frittatas, you're doing everything. You're doing that steak that Chef has in the, could be your final show. Beautiful caramelization. All you have to do is pick your color of choice. Allison, I'm guessing probably the red and, okay, the red is the most popular. There's your black, there's your blue, there's your gray, there's your white. Now, if you can see these 2 blues, there's your turquoise turquoise, and there's your slate blue. And then of course we have that cherry red, but they are going. And the last thing I want you to do, because you have to remember, this is really Chef's last primetime show. He's on tomorrow at 11 and tomorrow at 3 p.m. And if you're not shopping for Christmas or the holiday season right now, you need to be. Did you get the memo? Shipping and receiving is a lot more challenging. That's why those steaks, the November shipment is already gone. That's why I could sell out of the auto ship on the cod that's coming up. And Chef, at the end of the day, whether it's our today's special, that price is only good for this show until 12 midnight. Frankly, even when the price goes up to $80, I know you and your team have discovered this. People have a tendency to watch your demonstrations and the presentations. And even when we raise the price, it's a great deal because there is no cookware like it. So if people haven't heard the story, you did not just put your name on this, you engineered it to be a better pan, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. You know what, I got sick of dealing with non-stick cookware that just didn't do what the manufacturers were saying it would do. And I was like, no, I'm gonna make it myself, and that's exactly what I did. Let me show you how we build it. First of all, we start with forged aluminum, and the reason we do that is because it is beautiful lightweight. Okay, I can literally hang a couple of these off my pinky. Not only is it lightweight, it's a great heat conductor, so you get the heat even and fast, which is exactly how you want it. 5 layers of the DuraPan go into every single piece of cookware that we make. The reason we do that is because we want it to be so tough you can use stainless steel utensils. It's 4 times stronger than any other non-stick on the market. And of course, those beautiful stainless steel handles mean you can go straight from the stove into the front. Now, I can't take the credit for the pan, it was my son. My beautiful little, he was 7 at the time, and he did a drawing and said, Dad, why don't you design a pan? Because he knows I'm crazy, I'm always drawing things and in the kitchen cooking this stuff. He's like, why don't you design a pan that can just slide out the food so you don't even have to use a utensil? And I thought about it, and then we drew it together, and I was like, mate, I think you're onto something. So, Hudson, this one's for you, buddy. You can see those beautiful charred steaks there. Guys, we've sold out of the silicone handles. We've sold out of the lids. We are selling out of so many things here. I want to say a huge thank you in advance to everybody that gets this home. I know you're going to absolutely love it. Whether it's the cheeseburgers you're making, whether it's this incredible plancha, shrimp a la plancha that I'm doing over here. Now, actually, would you get me one of my mini multi-cookers? I want to show everyone how the rice works. I know we've got them plugged in somewhere, and I know Shannon's crazy about them. So have a look at these beautiful shrimp. Best of all, of course, Shannon, you know it, it's the cleanup. Look at it, it's spotless in literally 2 wipes. I get a lot of questions, is it dishwasher safe? Because you never talk about it. And the truth is I forget because it's so easy to clean up and wipe out. But yes, it is 100% dishwasher safe. Of course you can do that if you would like. Now, I'm putting snapper skin side down into the pan. I've got asparagus in my cedar wrap. They're also available. If you go to hsn.com, Shannon, there are hundreds of my kitchenware products there. Look at this salmon. Okay, now here's a great example. We've got beautiful blackened salmon. By the way, if you saw me using my pepper grinder a moment ago, we are extremely limited in that item. I'm going to show you the slide out here because if you, I mean, I've sent kids off to, not my kids, but I've sent friends' kids off to college with some of these pans, and watch what happens. You slide your food out, your dinner's served. You know, it is really very, very simple. Goof-proof is the word. Shannon, what are we looking at? Which is the first colour that you said? Oh, I've got my... Okay, I said, I asked you a question and then I just jumped back into it. Look at this.
Oh,
We're about to cook this gorgeous rice for you, Shannon. This is that beautiful mini multi-cooker. I know you're excited about it.
You know that I love it. Actually, I've lost count. I keep buying them at like a little assembly line. I'm just obsessed with that item. It's my secret. They were supposed to save it for Super Sunday. Well, we're not saving this for Sunday. I'll just tell you that right now. This is the final primetime show. This is your last shot. It is your final airing. We were supposed to have 2 airings of this, but because we're getting so limited in some of the colors, that's why we're doing this in an abbreviated fashion. Now, we're showing you 1 pan in this color selection. It's times 2. Times 2. You get the grill, you get the grill. We are not asking you to choose. By the way, normally in order to get one of Chef's grill pans, you are looking at a set. Now we've got a terrific set, at a cookware set as a this day only price later this hour, where you do get a grill pan, but I guess whole case in point, you don't have, I mean, the this day only price on the set is amazing, but The grill pan alone, you could make the argument, is worth the price of admission. The cherry, just like my multi-cooker, will be gone first. The black is the second most popular, the lapis blue, the stone gray, the white. There's your turquoise, there's your cherry red, there's your slate blue. Recipe booklet is included, by the way. And one thing that you need to realize is you've still got that unconditional money-back guarantee until the end of January, but unless you are grabbing this now, the price goes away after my show. This is the last primetime showcase. It is a 5 flex pay weekend, in which case you're looking at a little over $10 to get it at home. And while you could make the argument it's as good as a buy one, get another pan, we also have an apply and buy promotion on our HSN card, in which case that would take $40 off your first purchase, making this, you know, about 15 bucks. I mean, seriously, it's really hard to go wrong. And Chef, what's interesting is, even though this is a try me price, and I have to say there's this beautiful frittata that I've been enjoying. I'm just gonna flip this over for a second. One of the ways they test cookware, as you know, is uniform browning. Now, this almost has a steamed quality to it. So, but if I cooked it even a little bit longer, you'd get even cooking and caramelization. You can see it is uniform through and through. And so don't let the price fool you into thinking, sometimes, Chef, people think, okay, if it's a try me price, then it's certainly not the same kind of quality. It's the same nonstick, it's the same durability, it's the same cleanup, it's the same performance. It just happens to be as good as a buy one, get one price for this show, doesn't it?
Shannon, there's people out there rubbing their eyes thinking something's going wrong. He's turning his cheeseburgers over with the cheese on it. Yes, I am. I want to show you. I'm going to make crispy cheeseburgers. The cheese would rather stick to the pan, to the burger rather than the pan. I'll come back to it in just a second. You're absolutely right, Shannon. This business has been built on try-me's. I really believe in them. I want people to get this cookware home. We didn't sell 3 million sets by accident. The way we did it was we gave it to people. Look, the police are coming because they think I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not. The price is genuine, Shannon.
They're calling the authorities. They mean, surely he didn't mean to do that.
Boulevard. There's police up and down all night. Don't you worry. Come visit us if you ever come to LA. We'd love to cook for you one night at Gwen, our beautiful restaurant. But have a look at this. Shannon, I'm going to go ahead, take that out. Now, by the way, in that little parcel there, do we have a little knife? Let me grab one of my beautiful new samurai knives. Let me just roll this around. Now, this is that beautiful asparagus inside the cedar there. All right, enough. Come back and have a look at my burgers, because I promise you they will be perfectly crisp. You ready? Look at that, crispy cheese on top. The cheese would rather stick to the burger than it would the pan. I mean, talk about a demonstration. Normally, you're thinking to yourself, how on earth am I going to get this pan clean with all the oil and all of the cheese? Well, I don't mind using stainless steel utensils because I know the pan won't scratch. But what's even cooler is when you come to clean it, look at that. You literally are just wiping that pan clean, soak up any of that excess fat, and then you're ready to cook. Yes, you can throw it in the dishwasher, but I promise you won't have to, because look at that. I mean, it is just so simple and easy. The reason people love this cookware is, frankly, because it works so simply.
It does. Hey, Allison, can you do me a favor? Can you see if we have 702106 available to just show on hsn.com? Look, I'm cheating already. If you load that app on your phone, and incidentally, shopping on hsn.com is the fastest and the easiest way to shop. I didn't know the sliders were back. The famous Chef Curtis Stone sliders. Okay, now I'm just going by what I see on hsn.com. To my knowledge, those were sold out for over a year, and it looks like single and auto ship are available. 702106. I'm sure they're gonna talk about those tomorrow, but I'll just tell you, because I was on auto ship, and I was one of a handful of people who got them in the last year. Because you know what, Chef, whether we're talking about, you know, boats in the harbor, and you know, I hate, neither one of us, I think, will like to be negative. We like to keep a positive spin on things. Right. But you know, I think we all think that we've got more time in life, you know, and more money in the bank account. By the way, those are the bavette steaks. There is only the December delivery. We could easily sell out of those tonight. But Chef, at the end of the day, you cannot match this price, nor the immediate delivery. There's no back order, there's no wait list, there's, you know, there's no waiting for a boat to come into the harbor. We've got these at the best price. You could make the argument buy one, get one. only for this show. And it was important that you did that for your customer, both whether they're discovering you for the first time or whether they wait for you to see what you do for the holidays, didn't you?
You know what, here's the deal, Shannon. You can do so many things, and I know that everyone that gets this home for the holidays, yes, you're griddling, you're grilling, you're inside, you're cooking away. But don't forget, this is bakeware as well. So you'll be doing your brownies, you'll be doing those delicious caramel rolls, you'll be doing your pies, your freeform pies. You'll also be using it as a roaster. I want to say a big thank you to all the customers that wrote in their reviews of the first slide-out pan, because we had, look at this, I'm holding it with two hands. You know what that does? It halves the weight. Now, the pan's light, we know that, but this big piece of roast beef, that's got some weight to it. So it's nice to be able to pick it up with two hands, and I'm not taking the credit for it. That was one of our incredible customers. Now, once you cook the roast beef, by the way, on that beautiful rack, I'm bringing it over here to my brand new carving board. Go check it out on hsn.com. Let's see if it's cooked. You shake your thermometer. You go ahead and pull that probe out, and you go straight on in, right? What you're looking for here, of course, is the doneness. So we're at 140. What does that tell us? 140, medium. Okay, let's see if it's medium. I guarantee you it will be. Look how I just go straight on down. I don't even have to tear away. Look at that, perfect medium. Every single time that Kinetic Thermometer gets it right. By the way, this is my cordless electric knife, Shannon, that so many people have at home. So many people love it. Oh, my goodness.
Allison, did I call it? I told you that Chef was going to be using that electric knife when he did that roast. It's like, I know you all too well, my friend. All right, now don't hang up. Hey, by the way, this is a roughly 11 inches by 11 inches, which I would say a depth of a little more than an inch. That's why that beautiful oven frittata is fabulous. Really a buy one, gift one, buy one, keep one, buy one, wrap one, gotta get one. Oh, ×2 for this show and this show only. So don't hang up. We have one for you as long as you're somewhere in the various forms of ordering. Now, if you want the rack that Chef was showing off, and you know, we like to help you build your kitchen here at HSN, and Chef is just so wonderful at showcasing those in action in his, you know, test kitchen in California. Now these separate, so again, you can use them as baking and roasting racks. It is cookie season, so whether it's cooling or resting meat, or if it's just, you know, using them for your cookies and all the baked goods that you're doing, that's fabulous. And then Allison, we already showed the Kinetic Thermometer, right? And then I don't know if people, should I give them the item number on the little seat? She's like, don't you do it. She's like, don't you do it. Hey, we've got gifts, brands, and more at hsn.com. That's where I do all my shopping. And actually, if you click on Curtis, you'll see lots of things that we don't even have time for on the air here at HSN. So videos and all that great stuff. Lots of hsn.com exclusive opportunities. All right, the bavette steaks, I believe we could sell out. It's Chef's last primetime show. I've got I've got a secret and final quantities on a cookware set coming up.
We're making it pay to shop early this holiday during our Gift Now weekend. Clear those lists and start the celebrations because we're offering 5 FlexPay on everything on air and online. Join us for our Gift Now weekend now through Monday. Chef Curtis Stone has circled the globe in search of inspiring dishes.
One of the top 10 most magical things I've ever done in my life.
And now you can cook along with him.
Perfectly cooked steak makes me very happy.
See where he goes, make what he makes, and do it all again.
Perfecto. So many flavors, I can't even describe it.
This is Travel, Cook, Repeat with Curtis Stone. Watch the series free on the QVC and HSN streaming service available on your streaming device.
Why do I always do my holiday shopping at HSN?
That's easy. FlexPay. FlexPay is like Santa's little helper.
It allows me to get everything on my gift list now.
And make monthly payments.
With no interest or fees.
FlexPay takes the stress out of paying for all of my holiday shopping at once.
Because every budget needs a little flex during the holidays.
I tell you what, the smell of freshly baked bread right out of my new bread maker is one of the most beautiful things for the holidays. While I'm talking about bacon, you're going to be baking all holidays long, so make sure you pick up my DuraPan bake where nothing sticks to and the cleanup is a breeze. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy Saturday. Do you know almost 200 people have pre-ordered? I don't know, my Allison, no. Okay, because I wasn't supposed to do this. I'm Shannon. Hi, I'm shopping with you. Our planning team, Robbie, thank you so much for doing this. They were gonna save the multi-cooker at the lowest price that I've ever seen. I'll just tell you that right now. They were gonna save it for Super Sunday, but it's the last primetime show. You guys are smart. Go to hsn.com. I'll probably give you the item number, but the official airing is coming up next hour. Almost 200 people already pre-ordered. I've got the closed limited edition lavender if you pre-order. I've got my cherry. I've got this beautiful turquoise blue. That's coming up next hour. I've got a this day only cookware set. And don't hang up. If you're discovering HSN for the first time, our #1 brand, that was your last airing of our today's special from Chef Curtis Stone. Okay. Multi-cooker. All right, something else that I love, and actually I'm gonna be shopping for this. Look, I got my eggs from the today's special, so I'm gonna be doing steak and eggs. I'm no dummy. My darling friend Bobby has been here, gosh, over 40 years, 30 years? Well, I know it's over 30 years, because Lynn has been here 30, I've been here 25. I think Bobby's been here over 40. I'm pretty sure, because we've been here for 43 years. Well, anyway, Bobby sold out of she launched, and then she already sold out of the November ship date on the brand new Bavette steak. Now, Bavette, just so you realize, this is kind of the couture of steaks in terms of the strip steak family. Now, Chef started his career as a butcher, of course, but this is the cut you don't see at your market. This is not the cut that you see at your butcher shop. It's just not, because it is such a small, you know, asset when they are trimming the beef. It's just virtually impossible to get your hands on. And by the way, speaking of trimming it, these are all individually flash frozen. They are all individually hand trimmed. They are all these beautifully proportioned sizes. Now, I would say you choose it. It is an 8-pack. I would say you choose it in the November or December ship date, but the November is pretty much gone. I'm actually getting 2 of these. I'm getting auto ship for myself, and then I'm sending a set to my parents' farm. Not see, I'm so used to saying auto ship. So it's December shipment. We've got them now. But the only other choice that you make is, do you want it in the garlic butter, or do you want that chimichurri? We like that. Well, it's time for me to dig in, and Chef Curtis Stone, our Michelin man, our #1 brand, is joining us from his test kitchen in California. Oh boy, you are so lucky you saved me some of these. I saw you debut this earlier. Yeah. I'm like, don't you sell this out. Don't you sell this out. You almost sold it out, Chef.
Well, Shannon, here's what's so great. They're very lean, okay? They're a lean steak. Andrew Lesson would be very happy with the leanness on these steaks. Look at the little marbling. It still has the richness. You still see those little flecks of white, but you can tell it's very lean. Center cut flank steak is basically what we're dealing with here. Now, let me go ahead and just cut right on through it for you. I want you to be able to see it. I'll just lay it on down so you can cut it like that, a big old slab of meat like this. Of course, if you would prefer, you can cut through it in thin slices, Shannon. So I'm using my samurai knife here. This is my brand new Santoku samurai knife. You can cut big long slices. If you would prefer, you can cut them in half, and you can go straight through it like this, and you can see how delicious this beef is. Now, with a bavette, this is a new cut for a lot of people, I realize it. Let me show you the tenderness. I'm just pulling it apart with my fingers, you guys. I mean, you can see how perfectly tender this is. Let me taste it for you.
Okay,
oh,
Chef, I'm digging in.
Okay.
Okay, I call this the just right steak. I mean, with all respect to, you know, the king of cuts, you know, the filet, listen, I figure I got enough fat on me, so I like the tweener steak. And the strip steak does that for me, because if you'll notice, it is lean, but there's more protein. So you get more bang for your buck, in my own opinion, in terms of a high, you know, impact flavor profile without too much, you know, there is no gristle. There is no abundance of fat. These are all hand trimmed. They are individually selected. It is such a big mouthfeel for the payoff. I'm just telling you, anyone, they're gonna ask you what steak this is. I guarantee you. And listen, I realize you know, the king of cuts, the filet gets a lot of press, but this is the couture of steaks. It is in, you know, final quantities. The November ship date already sold out. And Chef, that's just it. Whether you're using your Japanese. Hey, by the way, I was pricing Japanese knives, and I don't even know how you do it because Japanese knives are wildly expensive. I know those are a huge customer pick.
Oh, yeah.
But when you see that unctuous, melt in your mouth flavor. See, that's why I call this the unicorn of steaks, because it has a big,
Shannon, look at this.
It's so lean, but it's flavorful, like butter, right?
Lean and tender, but the flavor is something else. I mean, I can cut through it with a spoon, and the flavor, let me tell you something. If a fillet is a 3 out of 10 in terms of flavor, this is a 9. It is so strong and rich. And that's what we love, but it's also lean and it's also tender. The reason you don't see it in the stores, Bivette goes straight to the restaurants. Shannon,
I'm telling you.
I know how much I'm embarrassing myself, and I don't care.
See, now we're both talking. Your mom would scold both of us, because now we're both talking with our mouth full.
She sure would.
I mean, here's the thing about this, and see, again, Chef started his, I'll get my eggs. I'm eating my dinner at work. You know, what a lucky girl am I, seriously. But this is what Chef was talking about. And here's the thing, and I know I keep going back to this. He has amazing fillets. Get those sliders on hsn.com. To my knowledge, they've been gone for over a year. So we might show you that item number again. We could sell out of the cod in one delivery, but do you see what I'm talking about? This is the steak that they're gonna say, where did you get it? Chef started his career as a butcher. And when I say it's the Goldilocks of steaks, it's the unicorn of steaks, it's the one they don't know about, it's the one you cannot get in your grocery store or at your butcher's case. It's the one you only get at high-end French restaurants.
That's right.
But because to me, and that's why, again, I know, listen, because there are going to be a lot of people, I love a filet. We all love a filet, but it's because you know a filet. Can you get a filet at your butcher shop? Yeah. Are you going to see a Bivette steak? No, you're not.
No.
No, you're not. And so, Chef, this is like a chef's table. Like if I was at your restaurant, this is what I would see on those chef's tasting menus. That's how.
That's right.
That's how important this is, isn't it?
You're absolutely right. This is what we serve. We serve hangers, we serve bavettes, we serve all of those little secret cuts that no one can get. Oh my goodness. Shannon, it melts in your mouth. The richness in flavor, by the way, if you see me carving on this brand new cutting board, this is my brand new cutting board. This is 2 steaks, okay, right here. Now, if that's enough for your whole family, 4 or 5 portions, and it is, because it's rich and it's fabulous, the only choice you have to make, am I choosing the chimichurri? That's our incredible Argentine sauce that we've turned into a butter, or am I going for the roasted garlic? Choice is yours. They're both wonderful. Fresh herbs, garlic, a little red wine vinegar, of course, roasted garlic, and a little parsley over there. Now, Shannon, I need you to see something else. This is my, oh my goodness, it's hard to really concentrate when it tastes that good. This is my defrost cutting board. So I've got it on the defrost side. Look at that. At the top of this hour, we took these steaks out. And granted, it's warm in my kitchen, but have a look at how they've defrosted, right? That's because it's on the thawing plate. On the other side is a cutting board. It is a twofer. You get the thawing plate and you get the cutting board. Watch what I'm about to do, and I'm going to ruin my beautiful display of steaks here, but I want you to see this because it's really important. I'm going to take one of these raw steaks. Now watch what I can do, because you'll be able to defrost. By the way, this was frozen. This has been defrosted, right? The exact same steak you're getting is what we're cutting right here. This is how you make fajitas. This is how you make stir fries. This is the exact same beef that if you go to an authentic Mexican restaurant, they use this cut. They use the flank, and the reason they do that is because it has so much flavor in it. You cut it nice and thin, you hit that with a Mexican marinade. If you want to do it as a stir fry, go on and slice it up like this. So your options are absolutely endless. The reason I love this so much, Shannon, is when you've got this in the freezer, like look at what I can do here. You can tell by the way this beef cuts just how tender it is. That's 1 steak. And that's definitely enough beef. You can see that beautiful marbling through there. Definitely enough beef for 2 people for a stir fry or fajitas. It comes to you like this, frozen solid. You can hear it, right? So we cut this, we hand trim it, and then we cut it for you. We send it out frozen, it goes into your freezer, and then you have that insurance policy. Now, by the way, this will come to you in December. When New Year's Eve rolls around and you have these, you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing for my New Year's Eve dinner. When your anniversary, a birthday, something special, or maybe it's just a good Friday night for you and a glass of red wine.
You know what? And again, I know I
yeah.
keep going back to this, and wow, do you know we've sold almost 1,000, and that was in one show. So here's the thing, we've got one if you're here. The November ship date is gone. This is the last primetime show for Chef. Remember, you can do a perfect pan sear or a grill with our today's special. I know a lot of you are still calling on that today's special. I know you'll see that item number in the corner of your screen. You just choose, do you want it with the garlic butter, which has been the most popular, or do you want it with the chimichurri? Now here's the thing, you will use this on more than just the steak. You will use that roasted garlic on your pastas, you know, on your vegetables. Same thing with that chimichurri. You'll use it on things. I mean, that would also be lovely on the salmon. You know, love a little spice, a little kick. So again, you could even put that chimichurri on your seafood, you know, if you want to really spike things up a little bit. But remember, it is only as long as supplies last. We have already sold out of one of the ship dates. And Chef, I know I keep going back to this, but because we really have to provide a little bit of an education. Again, I know the filet gets a lot of press. However, if you are looking for something that you really can amp up with your secret weapon seasonings or with any of your amazing barbecue sauces, to me, this is the perfect profile steak. When I keep saying it's the unicorn, it's leaner, there's more protein, there's the perfect balance of flavor and fat with a lower calorie content, by the way. So that's why I'm saying you'll never know that, I mean, this is the beef you want, and you'll want it at this price. And if you want the garlic butter, now that's the most popular. So, I've got a secret. Now almost 1,000 of our bavette steaks gone, the couture of cakes, of steaks rather. If you want my little something something, because they weren't supposed to do this. Allison, I think you told me that over 200 people have already pre-ordered. It is the lowest price that I've ever seen on this. Okay, lowest price I've ever seen on it. The official airing is actually coming up next hour. All right, we're gonna skedazzle along, and what we have for you next is something Bobby also debuted this. My sweet little Bobby, look at this. I'm not leaving, leave no bavette behind. Chef, I'm taking the steak. See, if you're eating the props, then security can't have any problems with you when you leave the building. I've learned that from experience. See, that's what 25 years on the job will get you, folks. All right, well, if you are channel surfing, welcome into a Super Saturday with our #1 brand, our Michelin-starred chef, the one and only, the amazing Chef Curtis Stone. What we are doing for you next is really kind of the unicorn of cookware sets. First and foremost, do you see that price? It's only good for this show. Only good for this show. Because you have to understand, Chef is our #1 brand, and when it comes to sets, this is going to be a complete kitchen makeover for you. So let me just show you what you get real quickly. This is something that Bobby pointed out earlier, and she's absolutely right. Normally when we talk about cookware sets, you see a spatula and a slotted spoon, and there's not anything wrong with that because those are pieces that we use, but just pay particular attention to the fact this is cooking bodies. This is the cookware. In fact, you even get what I call the voila lid. Do you know how expensive these things are? These could sell for upwards of $40 on their own. So that is included. You get your 12-inch oval pan, which we've been talking about fish, and because the cod is so limited, normally, you know, we probably would have put the salmon or the cod in this. This is great for fish fillet. If you're doing like a fish, if you're doing a gratin, or if you're even doing a sweet or savory, like an apple tart. This pan, by the way, is almost $53. I kind of buried the top line because remember how I was saying grill pan, grill pan, grill pan all day? This is almost $41. You want to do your soups, your stews, your chilies, your stocks. I mean, let's face it, unless you live in Florida, although there was a whisper of fall in the air in Florida tonight, a whisper of it. But this is stock pot season. So we're including that stock pot. And normally you would be looking at almost $45 on that. Here's that beautiful, that deep saute pan, and normally, again, that's about $53. Then, of course, we almost always sell the universal or that steamer insert separately. We are including that. So normally here at HSN, you know, argue a few bucks or whatever, normally we do that about $20, give or take. And then we've got two different saucepans here. So with the lid, so we've got you covered with your 2-quart saucepan and your 1.3-quart saucepan. And remember, our #1 brand, HSN exclusive. It's a 5-pay flex pay weekend, putting this at only $40. Do your apply and buy, and then you're taking another $40 off your purchase. Hey, we'll let you know when and if the garlic butter on the bavette steaks sell out. I know a lot of people are calling on that. And then I hope you can see the cod in the corner of your screen, just because I think that would be perfect in that great little oval pan. I just actually ordered the cod, and I'm gonna be sending one to my parents' farm. Chef, the thing is, you've already got a buy one, gift one on your today's special that is in sellout quantity on my cherry, and you know, price goes up at midnight. But this is a set that people split up, and this is a set that has some of your headliner pieces. I've been on the air with you many times where we've sold that oval pan separately. I've been on the air with you many times where we've sold your stock pot separately, or that big, beautiful grill pan separately. So it's really nice that you're giving us a whole kitchen makeover to keep what we want, wrap up, you know, other goodies and pay it forward. And that's one of the reasons. Chef, I'm gonna interrupt myself. Were you surprised at what they took this price to? Because this is actually even a better price than they were originally going to do. This is a big deal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's sure, I mean, it's a crazy deal, by the way. Now, I want to show you how this cookware works. First of all, look at what I'm doing. I'm pouring wine, cold wine, into a pan. Look at how quickly that comes to the boil. The bubbles start immediately. The bubbles are all over it perfectly evenly, okay? Then what I do is I put some aromatics, so we'll throw in some lemon, or still bubbling away. We drop the steamer over. You take this home. This is not a separate purchase, you guys. Okay, I've got you some of my beautiful Faroe Island salmon. We haven't been able to air it. I don't think we have enough to do a full airing, or do we, Shannon? Are we going to do an airing on the salmon? I hope we can. Oh, good. Okay, so it is my best-selling food line. In fact, it's HSN's #1 food line. 4.7 or 4.8 stars is its average review. There goes that gorgeous dome lid. I mean, talk about a show-stopping piece. Look at this piece of cookware. It is so beautiful with that big, beautiful lid. And it works, of course, on the steamer. If I remove the steamer, it, of course, works straight on that pan as well. So it is just the absolute most beautiful cookware set. We're going to steam. I've got my more bavette steaks. Those of you that are ringing in right now, and you're going to miss out on the garlic butter, don't worry about it. The chimichurri butter is sensational. I know there's only a handful of the garlic to go around, but I'm just telling you, the chimichurri is really, really good. They're not worlds apart in their flavor profile. This one's roasted garlic, okay? The next one that I'll use is the chimichurri, which of course is a variety of different herbs. It has a little red wine vinegar in there, so it just has that little bit of bitiness, and I'm just gonna hit that with a little bit of butter as well. Okay, so I'm grilling, I'm cooking in my beautiful oval presentation piece, but look at this. Let me just pull a couple of these. Look at the size of this cookware. This isn't one of those 10-piece sets that you get home and you're like, how does it all fit in that tiny box? Oh, because they're all tiny little pieces of cookware. No, we're giving you the biggest, the most generous. This is the cookware set that you will absolutely use for the rest of your days. It is a beautiful one. I've actually had people that pass their cookware set down after 7 or 8 years, and then they buy themselves a new one, and then they give this to their kids because they've loved it so much. And sometimes the kids just come and steal them. I mean, look at that gorgeous oval pan. Now, what I'm showing you here is my adjustable cookware rack, and I've got one more thing to show you. This is my adjustable lid rack. So if you're looking for that perfect storage, we do have some of these available. Go to hsn.com, you guys. It is the fastest way in. We've got the lines going absolutely crazy, and I'm so, so proud of what we're able to bring you today and the prices we're able to bring them to you for. I want to check my pork fillets because it's been in for a while, but I don't think they're done. But just to go ahead and check, I use my Kinetic Thermometer. Doesn't require a battery. You give it a shake, you poke it into the thickest part of that fillet. Oh no, we're still down at 110. How do I know what that means? I turn it on over, I have a look at 110, that's not even rare, and I want my pork slightly more cooked than rare. So I'm gonna go ahead, stick on my heat-proof glove, and I'm gonna go straight on into the oven, pick that up, Oops, we're full. We're absolutely full. I love it when the oven's full. Look at this. I've got the macaroni and cheese coming out. Now, if you pop it down onto my trivet, of course, that'll take the heat up to 500 degrees. But if I want to show you how this just falls out, you ready? Look at that. And look at my pan. I mean, it's spotless in seconds. The coolest part, of course, is the cleanup. I literally just wipe that cheesy sauce out, and then I can start cooking in it again, right? Just to show you how cheesy and wonderful this macaroni and cheese actually is, let me scoop into it. I mean, look at that. You can see how cheesy and perfect that looks. But of course, the cookware just makes it all feel very, very simple. Turn those in the right way for me, please, Vanessa. Thank you so much. All right, my bavette steaks are done. Again, you guys, you'll be taking this cookware. It's so beautiful. You'll pick it up, you'll take it right on through to the table. And that's how I want you to do it. For everyone that got the bavette, you'll see that little bit of butter that melts off. By the way, pick it up, baste it back over the top. You'll add even more of that incredible flavour. Whether you're getting the chimichurri, the roasted garlic, I've got to say, it does smell so unbelievable. And like you said, Shannon, you'll be using that butter to cook your pastas, to add a little flavour to fish. So many wonderful uses for it. You will fall in love with this cookware. And if you're getting those steaks, you're in the right place. You're gonna love those too.
You are indeed. Now, we've got the garlic butter on the bavettes if you call us tonight. Now, kind of all bets are off. This is Chef's only primetime showcase. He's on at 11 tomorrow and 3 p.m. tomorrow. And just a couple of things you need to know about that. So at 11 o'clock tomorrow, you cannot get that today's special, basically at the buy one, gift one, buy one, keep one price. We're raising the price at midnight. Same thing applies with this cookware set. This is actually an adjusted price, to be perfectly, full disclosure. That's what I believe in life and on the air. There was a higher purchase price on this. When I pulled my sheet, my flow sheet a couple of days ago, it was going to be more money than you see on your screen. So this opportunity is only good for this hour or until 12 midnight. And remember, it runs the breadth. Notice again, not that there's anything wrong with getting utensils because we use those as well, but this is PFOA, PTFE free, any range, 450 degrees in your oven, metal utensils, in the dishwasher, doesn't matter, but it's all cooking buddies. It's all like what I call the get her done pieces. So that oval pan, remember again, almost $50. The grill pan, normally, we're selling this for about 41 bucks. I'll show you colors in the limited selection that we have. Normally, we sell the steamers separately, about 20 bucks. Your 1.3, and then I'll just confirm here, your 2-quart, your 1.3, and then your 2-quart saucepans with the lids. We sell Chef's stock pots day in and day out. I mean, I'll just tell you, and this is stock pot season. I mean, let's be honest, this is stock pot season. So whether you're doing your soups or your stews or your chilies or your comfort foods, hey, by the way, don't forget, every piece of this is bumper to bumper bakeware as well, even though we've got some awesome bakeware and some sheet pans on sale. So you can do your cornbreads, you can do your pineapple upside down cake. Love this deep saute. This is what we kind of call the voila lid, that stainless steel lid. And then as part of our 5-pay flex pay weekend, it's $40. And speaking of $40, you can apply and buy and take another $40 off if you want to apply and buy on that HSN card. Allison, we have the red, we have the black, and then we have the, okay, black is gonna be, okay, only a couple hundred of those black. And then how are we doing on the turquoise? Are we okay-ish? Okay, and then the turquoise, we're okay-ish, meaning a couple hundred. We always bring in more red because red is actually, to my knowledge, the most popular color for chef in the kitchen. And actually, I do know it's our most popular color in culinary here at HSN. 689-207. And remember, whether you're doing the cod that we could sell out of one configuration, whether you're doing the bavette steaks, which if you want that garlic better, you should be shopping. We will be doing our #1 food item of all time in the salmon coming up, whether you're doing the salmon in that oval pan. By the way, that oval pan is almost $50 here at HSN. You know, Chef, one of the things that you do that is really so special, because you're a #1 brand, Michelin-starred chef. I mean, we've seen you on all the big shows, but that's one of the reasons that I love how you showcase your repertoire, because you help us build a kitchen. You know, and it's kind of like our fashion shows here at HSN. It's like, you know, I love that black skirt, but what am I gonna wear for a top? What am I gonna wear for the shoes? You help us build a better experience. But, you know, just like with that chop and mash, which you know I love. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't have great cookware, then, you know, the chop and mash or the Kinetic Thermometer or, you know, the oven mitts, that matters not if you don't have the right cookware. So this is really where people start, isn't it?
It sure is. Now look at this, my steamer is done. This is what I do. I drop it on the dining room table. I call everyone to dinner. When everyone walks over, I say dinner's ready. That big poof of steam comes out. Faroe Island salmon, perfectly cooked. Let me go ahead. You know what, I'll use a fork and I'll just show you how perfectly this fish flakes every single time, perfectly steamed. Andrew Lessimore was talking about how we all need omega-3s in our diet. Let me tell you something, this Faroe Island salmon is absolutely full of it. Delicious, flavorful, and really, really healthy. And oh my goodness, that is absolutely wonderful. I couldn't agree with Andrew more, by the way. We all need to be ingesting more omega-3s, and that's the way I like to do it. Now the swordfish, have a look at this. We've got this gorgeous color coming from my grill pan. Now, this could be working as well with my, you can, of course, be grilling my gorgeous cod. I'm doing it over here in breadcrumbs. Now, this is the Alaskan cod. The, I'll get it together in a minute, Icelandic cod. I've even written chapters on books around cod. I like it so much. It is the perfect fish for fish and chips, and this is that perfect oval pan that you will just find so many uses for. I mean, look at that. Imagine bringing this. It's the perfect sort of presentation piece, if you ask me. I'm going to drop it down there, and I'm going to come over here and get a side dish to go with it. In fact, what I'll show you is this beautiful roast chicken. Look at that gorgeous roast chicken. I mean, imagine serving that for the holidays. I'm going back to my oven again. We're getting really low on time here, guys. Oh, bring that back for me, Sebastian, please, mate. I want to show everyone how flaky and wonderful it is. First of all, though, have a look at my incredible bread and butter pudding. I'm just going to give it a shake. You ready for this? Look at how it falls out. I mean, the pan has absolutely nothing left. And yes, that looks pretty special as well. Okay, this is the Icelandic cod that I wanted to show you. Look at how it flakes. I'm just going to break into it just a little. I know I'm using a spoon, which is no good to me because I want to taste it. I really want a fork. I don't think I've got one. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead, get myself a little spoonful. There's something about the purity of this Icelandic cod that you will die for.
Do you know, I might be more excited about, let me put it to this way. I'm as excited about that Icelandic cod as I was about your today's special. So the cod is coming up next hour. We also have my little secret sale coming up next hour. We have the first airing of the salmon, our #1 food item globally here at HSN coming up next hour. And then remember, we're raising the price on that today's special. So if you are channel surfing, that buy one, gift one, buy one, keep one, our today's special, that price is going away at midnight. So that price is going away at midnight. I know you've been seeing that item number in the corner of your screen, but the price is going away on this as well. And really and truly, I don't care, you know, from soup to nuts to fish, you know, to, you know, your bavette steaks and that garlic butter. Try this because this is really the cornerstone of everything that Chef brings to us here at HSN. Now remember, if you want the black, we have a couple hundred only. If you want the turquoise blue, we have a couple hundred only. And then we do have a tendency, we bring in more of the red just because it's our #1 color in culinary in the kitchen. But either way, the price goes away at midnight. And then not for nothing, you're also getting a great little mini recipe booklet. In fact, I took a picture of the German pancake recipe because I'm going to be making that one at home. But he really gives you a nice launching off point. And Chef, that's just it. You want people to be successful. You want it to be easy to clean. You know, because we've seen you not only in all the talk shows, but Biggest Loser. You want people to get inspired and eat healthier and lose weight with your cookware. And, you know, life certainly has been hard enough. Your cookware shouldn't have to be, should it?
It should be nice and easy. It should actually make life simpler, not more difficult, and that's the whole point here. Look at that swordfish and beautiful broccolini. Now, you mentioned not cooking in oil, Shannon. Here it is. That's 21 cups of oil. 21 cups of oil get used if you cook with 1 tablespoon of oil per night. You can take that out of your diet. It's 43,680 calories. Get rid of that, because if you do, then you can cook. Now I'm making a caramel sauce to pour over my bread and butter pudding, guilt-free. You don't have to worry about it. And we have the DuraPan on this incredible cookware set. We also have a 10-quart stock pot. We have an 8-quart stock pot too. And everything is DuraPan on the inside. We've got a lid rest that I want everyone to see, because this is a really wonderful tool too. It's that beautiful big lid rest. So even that big domed lid, all the condensation runs down. It gets captured in the lid rest instead of all over your countertop. And that's a pretty fun thing to have in your kitchen. So no matter what the lid, it will absolutely take it. Oh, my caramel sauce is almost there.
Oh, Chef, I'm telling you what, we get more pastry chefs who watch you do that demonstration, and it's funny, we probably get more testimonials from professional chefs on your cookware when they see demonstrations like that. Here's something that Chef was showing, and by the way, not only is it great for your lids, of course, your sheet pans, we've got one of those in there, and it's adjustable. So that's the really cool thing. So you can actually kind of adjust it, you know, to fit whatever the width of your cabinetry might be. Tell you what, have you priced custom cabinetry lately? I'm telling you, not inexpensive. So that really gives you the ability to customize your cabinetry at home. One of Chef's also big top sellers is the lid rest. Now that's just one of the many items that you will see